Hello guys, how are you doing? I'm El Escocés Gamer and welcome back to another episode of the Ghost Breakers. In today's episode we're gonna finish all the interiors in the castle, at least all the paths and station interiors, because in the last episode we just did the interior for the queue and the exit, but here is just what you are watching just now is just where the path splits to the exit and the entrance of the station. And just this episode is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, just because we just have to do the station. We didn't took me long at all. I'm actually going faster every day when I'm building, and yeah, I wanted to do something architecturally similar to the rest of these interiors. So it's gonna be similar, but not the same. Okay, it's nothing too fancy, I would say, but I don't know. I like how end up being this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same technique I use in the tower. If you haven't seen that episode, you just refer to the playlist of this series and you will find that where the tower and it's the base of it, which is this arches here, where you place one slightly farther than the other one, so you just make it deeper, okay, and so you can manage to have this even more narrow arches here, so it just looks taller than really is, because actually the station roof is gonna be way lower than the queue entrance. Remember, in the queue entrance we have these large pillars there, and we're just gonna make it slightly smaller so we can place these hanging chandeliers from the roof. I really like them and I wanted to use them, so yeah, that's why. There's no any other reason. And yeah, I started by making one of these arches, but I realized, well, why not making it even bigger? I like bigger things. And a subscriber the other day just told me, no, it's actually not a subscriber, it's a fellow from the forum, it's Creeper. Hi, how you doing? If you're watching this, just hi. He told me the park seems too small for me, and it's actually true. I like big constructions. I don't know why. In Minecraft happened the same to me. And I start making a tiny castle, I end up making a whole city, but I don't know, I just like the possibilities this gives me, so I just like making large things. Anyway, back to the gameplay as usual. I wanted to do these arches, so now what we are exactly doing is placing these wooden planks here on white, so just because if you can appreciate between arches there is a little gap, I wanted to cover with this. It's just very easy, and I don't know, it's just the contrast between black and white. It's kind of cool, I would say. And yeah, using this wall attachment here, I have used in many of the buildings in this series, and I really like it. And I don't know, I think just really match the theme. If you use it this way, like you know, just to make the lines of the arches just like to give it more emphasis. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's again my English. Could be a little bit better, sorry. I'm just adding some more details here to cover the junction between these three pieces, actually. And yeah, in the back, because as you have seen, I placed a wall in a quarter of a square grid there, so we just give it more deepness to the building, and just place those windows there. And actually, the technique we are using here, because another fellow in the forum asking me, well, this is kind of tricky, you know, when you're making interiors, then all the pieces will stick out of the wall. So when you build the outside, it won't be nice because you can see things spotting out there. But it's very easy, guys, because the only thing you have to do is just place a gap between the inner wall and the outer wall. So yeah, there's a square gap in between, so I won't have that problem, and I will be able to make a nice castle out and inside. But the problem is it's just a bit larger, which is not a big deal for me anyways. So yeah, I just place one piece of the track here, so I can measure how high I want the arch where the exit is going to be. And I have to tell you guys, I'm just going to make the interior of the station, not the dark ride, not the track with all the decoration. So in the next episode I will start making the castle and always thinking about where the track is going to be, but I won't decorate that until the moment we start making the proper dark ride, which is the main thing of this series, and I'm looking forward to it I'm starting to get pissed off, and it's just I'm fed up of making all this castle because I started. I will make uh, and then end up being a large construction again. So yeah, that's it. And well, just adding some more decoration here, and because we don't have the same space for the station that for the queue entrance, I couldn't make these large pillars as in the queues. I really like how they end up being, but I just cannot use them here because it would be right in the middle of the queue for the guys to pick up a ride, and I don't want this because any kind of building, if you place it on a path, for example, the guests will just trespass that. Like if it were not there, and I just don't like that. So yeah, I gonna use these pillars you just saw me making here with wooden posts. I know it's not the same, but it can work. It worked at the end, I think. Yeah, just let me know in the comments if you disagree with me, if you have any suggestions, if you have anything you want to tell me, guys. I'm more than happy to answer you and explain you why or how, or maybe if you give me a good idea for this, I will use it. And yeah, I was planning to make maybe another inverted star here, but just the lack of room. Plus, I don't want to be so repetitive, so we just with that fountain, the back side of it, the circular one, and the skull is more than enough. So yeah. Now, what I was saying, now we're making the pillars here, and again, and they are way thinner, but I just placed them, if you can appreciate it, in between the queues, so the guests won't trespass that like if we're not there. So I think I saw that good, and yeah. And anyway, using the same technique as usual, you just make one, duplicate it, place it wherever you like, and yeah, it's done. It's kind of easy this way, faster, and yeah. Another thing I wanted to say about this series, I'm going to try to make it for Halloween, so we can enjoy our dark ride spooky theme thingy for Halloween. But I'm just gonna try. I can't guarantee you I'm gonna be able to do it because I will have guests in my house, no, not in this park, in my real house, in my real life. My brother is coming with his daughter and his wife, and for a week or so. So that's gonna be a week I won't be able to play much. I hope I will anyway to have some episode to upload and don't let you down, and so you can keep enjoying these buildings. But like I said, I'm just going to try to make it for Halloween. I'm not sure if I will be able because what I'm planning to do is just so much work, but I would like to have this finished by Halloween and of course before the beta. I'm thinking it's going to be early November because if the game is due for the 17th, think about it. And a beta, I don't think it's going to be just 7 days before the game release, so probably it will be at very early November. Hopefully I will have this done by then. I really wanted that. Anyway, back to the gameplay. We are making another altar. Yeah, I know I made exactly the same one in the other place. No, but I don't know. I think it's something nice to look at when you are on the queue waiting. Just you see the people just leaving the train there, and you are oh my god, I'm next, and then you enjoy watching that, looking at that altar or so. And just to add a little decoration here, where that woman is. It's actually moving and making nothing there. There's no guests, there's no money coming in, and I'm paying these people. That seems kind of unfair, isn't it? Well, I don't know. I don't care. We're playing in this mode where the money is not an issue, so I don't care. Yeah. So we just have to keep to add some few more details here. I haven't added any foliage here. Maybe I will in the future. I'm not pretty sure. When I start making the dark ride, I might go back here, add just a little bit more detail and add some foliage. No foliage, just you know what I mean. Just dead trees kind of thing we normally use in the spooky themes. Okay, and yeah, now lighting is very important when you're making a dark ride. Okay, because it's gonna be dark and you need lights. So yeah, I'm starting with these chandeliers. I really want them to be there. Okay, so I hope I didn't overdo do with with the chandeliers, because there are actually a lot of them. But like I said, I can come back and fix that. I don't know. And using these torches again with the it got a slightly more orange light than the chandeliers, and also we'll go and use the light spots in a minute. So we're gonna try to make the same effect as the and actually just sorry interrupt. I missed an arch there for some reason, and I just placed it. And yeah, like I said, we're gonna use the same technique with the spotlights here. So we're trying to, yeah, here we go, to make this kind of like light arches here. So also the light is not as close to the wall as it should maybe, but so it just make the lighting a little bit darker. I don't want this to be very bright. I just want it to be spooky and dark. Okay, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's exactly the same technique we used in the last episode. And yeah, red again, as we did in the queue entrance, but of course I like my green light in a spooky theme. So what we are going to make is just point these green spotlights to the back windows there. Okay, so at the beginning I started by the top, but I thought it just looks nicer when you are making it from the bottom. And actually it was kind of trial and error, because I don't know if I finally cut it. Anyways, this is all by the lighting. I'm gonna show you exactly how this looks like, no? So you guys in this corridor, hey, hello guys, just give me a ticket, okay, thank you, bye. So now this is the queue while waiting to pick up your ride, which this is the last episode, but I don't know, worth showing because it's all the interiors in the castle. It's kind of spooky that started. I don't know. These churches just creep me out, man. I don't know. And then just you go here to the station. Our carts are waiting there for us, and this is what you're gonna see if you're at the back of the train. And yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoy the cinematics, and see you next time.